Hello and welcome to the daily English news program in Azerbaycan Television with the most important events of the day. I'm your host, Ilham. President of the Republic of Azerbaijan, Ilham Aliyev, received Deputy Chairperson of the Council of Ministers and Minister of Foreign Affairs of Bosnia and Herzegovina, Bisera Turkovic.
Bisera Turkovic extended Chairman of the Presidency of Bosnia and Herzegovina, Šefik Džaferovic's greetings to the head of state. President Ilham Aliyev thanked for Šefik Džaferovic's greetings and asked the Deputy Chairperson of the Council of Ministers and Foreign Minister to extend his greetings to the Chairman of the Presidency of Bosnia and Herzegovina. The head of state recalled with pleasure his recent meeting with Chairman of the Presidency of Bosnia and Herzegovina, Šefik Džaferovic. President Ilham Aliyev once again commended Bosnia and Herzegovina for supporting Azerbaijan's territorial integrity and the country during the Patriotic War, describing it as an important indicator of friendship and partnership. President Ilham Aliyev also expressed Azerbaijan's support for Bosnia and Herzegovina, noting that cities, villages, historical and religious monuments had been destroyed during the occupation of the liberated territories by Armenians for nearly 30 years. The head of state highlighted the extensive reconstruction and restoration work carried out by Azerbaijan in those territories. Deputy Chairperson of the Council of Ministers and Minister of Foreign Affairs of Bosnia and Herzegovina, Bisera Turkovic, congratulated the head of state on great strides Azerbaijan has made, noting that she was deeply impressed by the development processes in the country.
President Ilham Aliyev signed a decree on the raising of monthly wages of the active duty military servicemen and non-military personnel who are not civil servants of the Ministry of Defense, main department of the internal troops of the Ministry of Interior, Foreign Intelligence Service, State Security Service, State Border Service, State Service for Mobilization and Military Conscription, Security Service of the President, State Service for Special Communication and Information Security, and State Agency for the Protection of Strategic Facilities. With another decree of the head of state, the monthly wages of special rank employees and non-military personnel who are not civil servants of the Ministry of Interior, State Customs Committee, State Migration Service, Penitentiary Service, and Main Medical Department of the Ministry of Justice, as well as monthly wages of active duty military servicemen and special rank employees and non-military personnel who are not civil servants of the Ministry of Emergency Situations, have been raised. President Ilham Aliyev signed a decree on strengthening of social protection of military servicemen and personnel of internal troops who have been determined as disabled as a result of received injuries or illnesses during the execution of their military duties for the defense of territorial integrity, sovereignty, and constitutional structure of the Republic of Azerbaijan, as well as of their family members. According to the decree, the military servicemen, personnel of the internal troops with disability in connection with the defense of the territorial integrity, sovereignty, and constitutional structure of the Republic of Azerbaijan has been determined by August 2, 1997, and their heirs have been allocated a lump sum payment of 8,800 monads for the first degree of disability, 6,600 monads for the second degree of disability, and 4,400 monads for the third degree of disability. President of the Republic of Azerbaijan, Ilham Aliyev, received congratulations on the occasion of his 60th anniversary. President of People's Republic of China, Xi Jinping, President of the Republic of Kazakhstan, Kassym-Jomart Tokayev, President of the Republic of Uzbekistan, Shavkat Mirziyoyev, President of Belarus, Alexander Lukashenko, President of the Republic of Serbia, Alexander Vučić, President of Croatia, Zoran Milanović, King of Jordan, Abdullah II, President of Turkmenistan, Gurbanguly Berdimuhamedov, President of Tajikistan, Emomali Rahmon, President of Moldova, Mia Sandu, Prime Minister of Georgia, Irakli Garibashvili, and First President of Kazakhstan, Nursultan Nazarbayev, congratulated President Ilham Aliyev on this occasion and wished him robust health and happiness. Bosnia and Herzegovina can share its experience in eliminating consequences of the war with Azerbaijan. This was stated by Foreign Minister Ceyhun Bayramov at a joint press conference with his Bosnian counterpart, Bisera Turkovic. The ministers discussed aspects of friendship and strategic partnership between the two countries. The high level of political dialogue was emphasized.
Azerbaijan and Bosnia and Herzegovina reviewed existing agreements and those which are under development. This was announced by Foreign Minister Ceyhun Bayramov at a joint press conference with his Bosnian counterpart, Bisera Turkovic. It was noted that in the post-pandemic period it is planned to expand ties in the fields of education, culture, tourism and other spheres. Ceyhun Bayramov also spoke about support of a friendly country during the 44-day war and in the post-conflict period. It was emphasized that Bosnia and Herzegovina, which experienced similar events in the recent past, will share with Azerbaijan its experience in eliminating the consequences of the war. The decisions to open embassies recently made between our states and fully consistent with the political dialogue were highly appreciated. Today we discussed the practical steps taken in this direction and came to the conclusion that our embassies will soon begin to carry out their activities. This will contribute to the further development of dialogue and expansion of cooperation between our countries. Saying that economic ties between the two countries do not reflect existing opportunities, Minister of Foreign Affairs of Bosnia and Herzegovina, Bisera Turkovic, stressed the need for their development. At the same time, she expressed gratitude to Azerbaijan for the assistance provided during the coronavirus pandemic.
I congratulate your state on its achievements. My visit to Azerbaijan is an important step in terms of developing cooperation between our countries. It is gratifying to see that Karabakh has turned from a battlefield into a development region. Bosnia and Herzegovina adopted a resolution on the territorial integrity of Azerbaijan. Azerbaijan also recognizes the sovereignty of Bosnia and Herzegovina.
It was noted at the press conference that the opening of the embassies of both countries in Baku and Sarajevo is of particular importance from the point of view of the development of bilateral cooperation.
Ministry of Foreign Affairs sent a letter to Google over the distorted names of Azerbaijani territories liberated from the Armenian occupation displayed on Google Maps. This was stated by the spokesperson of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Leyla Abdullayeva, in an interview with local media. She stressed that the issue was raised before Google through diplomatic channels, that the geographical maps in the Google Maps app contain distorted names in Armenian, along with the official names in Azerbaijani of the territories of Azerbaijan's Karabakh region. Quote, a letter was sent to the management of the company about the distortion of the toponyms of Azerbaijani territories. The list of official geographic names of the corresponding territories of Azerbaijan was sent to the opposite side. In May 2021, at the annual session of the UN Group of Experts on Geographical Names, the UN was presented with a national report. The report contained a list of officially approved and standardized names of 4,589 settlements in Azerbaijani, English and Russian languages, as well as the names of 125 geographical objects located in the territories affected by the Armenian-Azerbaijani conflict. As for the Google Maps platform, I would like to point out that it operates on the principle of individual appeals from users. From this point of view, written feedback from citizens and non-governmental organizations to the company is extremely important. End of quote. As in previous years, the French presidential candidates are starting political games in order to enlist the support of the Armenian part of the country's population. There is no other way to describe the hasty visit of presidential candidates Eric Zimmer and Valery Perkis to Armenia and the second trip to Karabakh.
A marathon of candidates for the upcoming presidential elections next April has started in France. With a degraded political elite in recent years, insincere pro-election manipulations are taking place again in this country to win votes of different ethnic groups. This is evidenced by the urgent visits of candidates to Armenia before the elections. And the visit of one of them, Valérie Pécresse, to Khangendi with the aim of winning the sympathy of local Armenians is a disrespect by this politician of not only the territorial integrity of Azerbaijan and the leadership of a country the size of France, but also of international law. The use of Armenians by the political circles of France as a tool is not a new practice. However, in this case, against the background of the emergence of new realities in the South Caucasus, against the background of the gradual transformation of the prospects for peace and cooperation into reality, the ugliness of France's domestic policy and the transfer of ugly forms of pro-election campaign to the South Caucasus region, reinforcing revanchism here, endangered the fragile peace. As for Armenia, with the latest statements by the Prime Minister of this country on peace and cooperation in the region, the creation of opportunities for such provocative visits creates an acute paradox. At the meetings in Sochi and Brussels, neither the mediators nor Pashinyan himself returned to the issue of status, and this confirms that not only the mediators but also official Yerevan accepted the new reality on an absolute scale. But by organizing such visits, Yerevan seems to be trying to turn the clock back again, striking a blow at the dialogue about peace and cooperation. By approving this visit, Pashinyan betrayed his most consistent supporter, Macron. Although this is not very surprising, we have observed this repeatedly in relation to Russia. In this context, against the background of the delivery of ammunition to Karabakh and illegal visits, the peacekeepers must answer the questions of the Azerbaijani public. Why are they there?
A roundtable on the topic of Azerbaijan-Turkey relations results of 2021 was held in Ankara. Officials, politicians, public figures and diplomats participated in the event organized with the support of Turkish bureaus, the Azertag State Information Agency, Turkey-Azerbaijani Friendship, Cooperation and Solidarity Foundation and our embassy. It was stressed at the event that 2021 was even more successful in terms of the development of cooperation between the two countries. By signing of the Shusha Declaration, Azerbaijan-Turkey relations embarked on a new stage. Participants of the event emphasized the significance of the roadmap determined by nationwide leader of Azerbaijan, Heydar Aliyev, and its historic achievements. It was highlighted that new diplomatic successes were achieved in 2021 after the glorious victory attained thanks to the leadership of victorious Commander-in-Chief President Ilham Aliyev and the bravery of our army. A solo exhibition of Brazilian street art artist Nina Pandolfo was opened at the Heydar Aliyev Center. The exposition entitled Gratitude will continue until June 19, 2022. Wide-eyed female characters displayed in the paintings belong to various cultures. Vice President of the Heydar Aliyev Foundation, Leyla Aliyeva, participated in the opening of the exhibition. Assistant to the President, Executive Director of the Heydar Aliyev Center, Anar Alekperov, touched upon the unique theme of the presented art pieces. He said that holding such events after the hiatus caused by the pandemic will positively affect people. Noting why she named the exhibition Gratitude, the artist emphasized that it is always necessary to instill and encourage a sense of gratitude. The author believes that regardless of the situation, we can always find a reason for gratitude. Brazilian Ambassador to Azerbaijan, Manuel Adalberto Carlos Montenegro Lopez da Cruz, thanked President of the Heydar Aliyev Foundation, Mehriban Aliyeva, and Vice President Leyla Aliyeva for special attention to all spheres, including culture and art. Then the acquaintance with the exhibition took place. The exhibition Gratitude, presented for the first time in Baku, depicts the author's works dedicated to women of various ethnic origins, personifying the multiculturalism of the world. Nina Pandolfo said that the feeling of gratitude manifests itself most strongly during the creative process. Visitors can also view graffiti installations by Nina Pandolfo. Through her works, the author highlights the significance of observation of the surrounding multicultural world and the grateful attitude towards it. Nina Pandolfo was born in 1977 in Brazil. Receiving education in visual communication at the Carlos de Campos State Technical School, the artist began decorating the streets of São Paulo with works in a new style. In a short time, her works became an integral part of the Brazilian graffiti community of the 90s, playing an invaluable role in demonstrating graffiti art in museums and galleries. Pandolfo participated in exhibitions not only in Brazil, but also in many countries of the world. Her works have been exhibited in art galleries in both European countries and the United States. In 2007, Pandolfo collaborated with renowned Brazilian street artists to paint the facade and tower of the 800-old Scottish Kilburn Castle. The initiative was so successful that the project was included in the 2011 10 Best Street Artworks list. That was all for today. Thank you for being with us and see you next time.